What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we are back here, Farming Simulator 25. This is our Rags to Riches series, episode number 22. And in the last episode, in case you missed it, we mowed up all of our grass. We used our new plow to combine some of our fields and just tidy up a little bit. And in between this episode and the last episode, we did some humongous contracts. We did a huge plowing contract. We did a couple huge cultivating contracts. And now we have $140,000 in the bank. And that is a lot of money. So we are going to top this thing off with fuel, and then we just have to think about what our next move is. We are going to go back to the farm. We're going to sleep, and that should bring us into the second day of September, and then we'll just have to wait for the grass bales that we have to turn into silage. We're going to go ahead and repair the tractor and the plow here. There we go, $14 for the pallet fork, $317 for the tractor, $9 for the front loader, and then our plow, $1. So there we go. We are all set up here. We're in good maintenance. We have a tractor full of fuel, and we are headed back to the farm. And I think the first thing we should do is to actually pay off our entire loan. I can't remember what the balance is. I think it's somewhere around $20,000. We can easily pay that off now, and then we will be in good standing with the bank. And goal number one will be achieved, and that would be to pay off our $100,000 original loan, and that is a big accomplishment here. So while we are on the ferry, let's go ahead and pay off this loan. $20,000 remaining. We are going to repay all of it. There we go. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bam! And that is it. Our loan has been satisfied. That is a great feeling. No more debt here on the farm. We have $120,336 left in the bank. Let's get back to the farm. Let's sleep. And then our grass bales will turn into silage. We can go ahead and sell those. And we're going to have a lot of money in the bank after we do that. And then we're going to have some decisions to make. And if you've been watching this series, we have progressed to this tractor here. It's got about 175 horsepower, but it still struggles in cutting the grass with the front and the rear mowers on. So at some point we're going to have to think about replacing this tractor and upgrading it again so that we don't struggle as much. And wouldn't it be nice just to buy a second tractor with more horsepower? I don't know if we're going to have the money to do it, but that's something we can definitely think about, and options we can explore. But let's go ahead up to our tent and let's take a snooze. Yeah, sleeping the night away in our tent. It is beautiful. And I tell you what, it's getting that time of year, October, November, where we're not going to be able to sleep outside anymore. It's going to be too chilly. Here we go, the second day of September. Great demand at the Playground Maker Hall. And look at this, the sun is coming up over the farm. We've got our grass bales sitting in the field. Hopefully they will be turning into silage soon. Let's go check the progress. Here we go, 87% fermented for these bales. Probably going to take a few more hours until they're completely ready. And check it out, we've got some lettuce over here. 3 pallets there. We've got a pallet at the little greenhouse here. Oh, look, we have 2 pallets of wood. That is awesome. We've got some goat milk up there. And if we look down here towards these greenhouses, we have some lettuce down there as well. Now, I don't think lettuce is in a good position financially on the market for us to sell it. Let's take a look. All right, the price of lettuce not doing very good. It's at the bottom, but it is climbing. Maybe another 2 months, and that'll give us a little bit more money when we sell them. Maybe we'll sell them in November And we don't want to just keep a bunch of lettuce laying around. It'll go bad. So we do have to sell it at some point. Maybe the second day of October, if the price is right. Take a look at the price of goat milk. Actually, it's a pretty good time to sell goat milk. The price is on its way down. So that's going to be the first thing that we do today. Let's go ahead and start the engine on the tractor. We're going to go ahead and drop off this plow here. And we're going to grab our trailer. And we will hook up some goat milk. We'll find out where the best place to sell that goat milk is, and that's just going to give us some more money. All right, let's open the side flap here. We will detach the trailer, and using our wonderful pallet fork, let's go ahead and lift up some of this goat milk. First thing we got to do, we got to see which one is full. This one's full, this one is full, and this one is not quite full, only 875 liters. So we'll take the first two. Let's go ahead and load them up here. All right, here we go, pallet number 1 of goat milk. Then we're going to have to sell our wood. Now in this game, the playground is always the best place to sell the wood, despite whether there's great demand or not. Oh boy, come on. There we go, 1 pallet of goat milk on. Let's go ahead and pick up this other one. Here we go, pallet number 2 of goat milk. We've picked it up. Let's go ahead and put it on this trailer here. And you know what? We might as well take the third one. I mean, it's a good time to sell the goat milk, and we don't want it sitting around. There we go. There's our goat milk. Let's go ahead and grab this third pallet. Why not? I mean, the price is going to go down. So it makes sense to sell it now. Here we go. Whoa, look out, look out. Jeez, a whiz. Tell you what, don't want to get this tractor stuck in the fence. All right, let's just slide this pallet of goat milk on over here. And there we go. All right, hooking up the trailer. Let's find out where the goat milk goes. Don't know if the farmer's market is the best option for us. Now we are going to strap down the goat milk. Let's see if we can close this flap. I don't think we can. There we go. Flap is now closed. All right, goat milk looks like it's best to be sold, or the only option that we have is to sell it at the dairy place. So let's go ahead and tag that. Actually, I think I know where it is. I think we remember, but we're going to tag it anyway. And let's go ahead and take our goat milk and sell it at the dairy factory. It's probably going to give us, I don't know, $20-some thousand. So that's going to offset the cost of repaying back the loan. We're probably going to be up around $140,000 again. And it might be time to buy ourselves a little mobile home. The mobile home is only $55,000, and we can buy that pretty easily. Or maybe we should wait to see what the silage brings us, and we can see what other options we have as far as spending our money. And we did have a comment about starting production chains, and that is the next step in this series. I mean, the goals of this series were to pay off our loan, and we did use a randomizer to pick a random production chain that we have to complete before the series can come to a close, and that would be the Tailor Shop. So in order to have the Tailor Shop production chain, we need to have the spinnery, and that's where our wool would go. So maybe we look into the price of the spinnery, but the other thing is we're gonna need some land to build the spinnery. I don't think there's a spinnery on this map that we can purchase. I think it's something that we're gonna have to purchase in place. So we'll take a look at that as soon as we sell off this goat milk. And I drove right by the goat milk place. Oh my God. Okay, let's bust a Yui. If you're not familiar with that phrase, it just means let's do a U-turn. So we busted a UE. Now let's sell our goat milk here. All right, here we go. Bam! Goat milk sold, 26,022 bucks. Our total bank account now up to $146,000, and that is awesome. Tell you what, buying that plow was really a great decision here. And it is a lot of fun to use. I mean, it's actually just as much fun as using the cultivator. And it's relatively easy. I thought it would be slow with this tractor, but it's actually pretty quick. So the big jobs that we have for plowing, it's just like a big job for cultivating. I mean, it takes a minute to complete, but it's not difficult to do. So we're gonna keep looking for plowing contracts that we can complete. That way we can continue to pad up our bank account. All right, while we're crossing the ferry, let's take a look at the available production chains on this map. Oh, there is a spinnery we can buy. I'm not sure where it is. Actually, once we get back to the farm, maybe we can visit this on the map and see where it is. I'm really not sure where the spinnery is. I mean, if somehow we can afford to buy the spinnery, I mean, it might take up all of our money. I'm pretty sure the spinnery and most other production chains are like $280,000. But if we sell our silage and we get our bank account up towards $200,000, I mean, we might be able to just save our money, not buy anything. We could do another cycle of grass or something, maybe more contracts, and get that money. We are really close to being able to buy the spinnery. All right, backing the trailer up. Tell you what, this is a pretty difficult thing. I don't know how real farmers do this in real life. I mean, people with trailers in general. I mean, backing it up is a skill set. And we're getting pretty good at it here on the farm. I'm glad it's not something that I have to do in real life. I tell you what, we have a lot of grass bales turning into silage. Oh, and you know what? I forgot. We got to speed up time a little bit here. All right, there we go. We just set the time to 5 times speed. And that way time's going to go by a little bit quicker. Let's drive over here and check to see how this greenhouse, oh my gosh. Are you serious? Look, we got wool. We got like 3 pallets of wool. And look at all this lettuce we have over here. 5 pallets of lettuce in our large greenhouse. Man, large greenhouse is definitely the way to go. And take a look at these pallets of wool. We've got a full one there. We've got a full one there. And then this one is almost full, 926 liters. Taking a look at the price of wool, it's down in the dumps as well. So we're not going to sell that anytime soon. And while we're here, we'll check the price of wood beams. I mean, the playground, $10,000 for a pallet of wood beams. My God. I mean, wood in general. Taking a look at planks as well at the playground, 4,532 bucks. Planks long, 6,913 bucks. Tell you what, we're going to go over to the wood and we're going to load that up and take it to the playground and sell it. Just going to get us some more money. We can build that bank account up. I'll tell you what, before we do that, let's take a look at the spinnery. All right, well, here is the spinnery. And it is a cool looking building. It's Wool World. Wow. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and up here and check and see what the price would be to buy it. $180,000. My God, I thought it was $280,000. Boy, we can afford this. Once we sell the silage, this is definitely within our grasp. Oh, and take a look on the map. It's located right here, which is not too far away from our farm. We just have to come down this road, past the farmer's market, and we are right here. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely awesome. All we need is $34,000 left to go. Oh man, I'm getting excited. I don't know about you guys, but having a production chain for the wool would be absolutely great. At that point, the spinnery is going to produce fabric, and then from our fabric, we could then take that to the tailor shop and produce clothes. And that's the end game here to this series. I mean, we also want to have money in the bank, so I guess the next goal is to set up that production chain, but then we want to have like a nice big bank account before the series comes to a close. All right, I think this is long planks instead of wood beams. So let's go ahead and put this on the trailer. And I don't know if there's going to be room for the other pallet of planks, but we can just put that on the pallet fork and carry it while we drive to the playground. All right, there we go. That pallet of long planks is sitting on there. We did leave room for this pallet of regular planks. The other thing we have to do is we have to fertilize the newly plowed section of our field. It does not have 100% fertilizer on it. So we'll just take our little fertilizer spreader and we will run over this just to make sure it's 100% fertilized. And I think we're going to get one more cycle of grass before the winter time. I'm really curious to see how much money we get from this silage. All right, there we go. The wood is on the trailer. We're going to hook up this trailer and we are going to take this wood to the playground. Let's go ahead and strap it down. We'll close the flap. Here we go. All right, here we go at the playground. Let's go ahead and sell this wood here. Bam, there we go. $11,443. Our bank account now up to $157,456. I'll tell you what, once we sell this silage, we're gonna have enough money to buy the spinnery, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. That's pretty exciting. All right, let's take a look at some of the contracts that we have available. We have a round bale contract here. It's the field right across from us. It's actually a bale wrapping contract, and we can go ahead and do that, get us some more money. Let's go ahead and accept that contract. We also have a deadwood contract. We're gonna have to check to see on the sawmill whether or not we need some more trees to put in there. We have a lot of harvesting contracts here, and then a wood transport contract. Now we've got our fertilizer spreader on the tractor. We need to go fill it with some fertilizer. So we're gonna head to the store and we'll buy some fertilizer. But first, let's go ahead and check on our sawmill here. And it looks like it could use a couple trees. So that's awesome. We're gonna have to do a deadwood contract. I'm not sure where the deadwood contract is, whether it's a tough part of the map. Looks like it's in the upper corner of the map, I believe. And that doesn't look like a bad place. So we'll go get some fertilizer. We will fertilize our field, just the little bit that we need to fertilize. And then we will get our trailer. We'll go do a deadwood contract. We'll probably bring back 2 trees. We can stuff those trees. Oh my God, look how we are driving like a maniac. Okay, like I was saying, we'll put those 2 trees in the sawmill just to keep it stocked. And that way we can keep up with our wood production, because that's making us a nice chunk of change as well. All right, checking the used vehicle section. We still have this this telehandler, I think, or it's a tractor. This is a weird looking tractor here. I don't know that I've ever seen this tractor before. It's kind of neat looking. 75 horsepower, can do some little jobs if you wanted to. Price is $64,000. We have a cultivator here. This is a 4-meter wide cultivator for $12,000. Kind of looks like the one we have right now. And as a matter of fact, it might be the same one. All right, here we go. We have a straw bale thing. This, I guess, distributes straw. It turns straw bales into actual straw. I don't know. We're not going to need that. And then look at this. We've got a Case Steiger 715 quad track tractor. This thing has 778 horsepower. My God. This thing is absolutely awesome. Maybe one day we'll have a tractor like this. That thing is awesome. It's so big. All right, let's head to the store. Let's buy some fertilizer. We're gonna fill this thing up. And let's go fertilize our newly plowed section of field. And that way we can get the most yield out of our grass. All right, solid fertilizer, big bags. Let's buy 3 of these things. Here we go, 5,760 bucks. And there they are, sitting right there. Let's go ahead and fill this fertilizer spreader up. And we will head on back to the farm. All right, 1 bag down, 2 bags down. And now filling it up with that 3rd bag. And there we go. All right, back to the farm. We're gonna fertilize. Then we're going to grab our trailer and we're going to go do this deadwood contract. We'll bring 2 trees back to the farm, and maybe at that point it'll be time to sell our silage.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be alive? Break the chains and our freedom's ours to take. Look behind your back. Chase a light when the world is getting darker. I have a dream where love's the only side. So take my hand, join the army of the shadows. Going harder.
All right, coming back to the farm. We did the deadwood contract. We have 2 trees into the trailer. Let's go ahead and load this up into the sawmill. And hopefully, there we go. Just 2 little sticks left. We'll go ahead and complete the contract, make some money. And now let's go drop our trailer off and grab our bale wrapper. And we can do this bale wrapping contract right next to the farm. And that's probably gonna leave us, you know, with the time left in the day to check on the silage bales. Hopefully they'll be ready by the time we are done this little baling contract. And then we'll see how much money we can make. And gosh, wouldn't it be awesome to have over $200,000 in the bank? We can definitely buy that spinnery, and we are well on our way to becoming the kings of Farming Simulator. Well, maybe not. And now is a great time to ask yourself the question of the day. Are you subscribed to the channel? And if the answer is no, stop what you're doing right now and subscribe to the channel. What the hell are you waiting for? And don't forget, hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you gotta hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. I love the interaction here on the videos. You guys are leaving some amazing comments, amazing ideas, thoughts, opinions, everything. I mean, I read every single comment. Probably because there's only a couple on each video, but look, that's fine. I do watch some YouTubers and they have goals like, I want to get 100 likes on this video, and I don't have goals. Probably because I'm lazy. But look, I think the important thing is You guys are interacting with the videos, you're liking them, you're leaving the comments, and that is absolutely awesome. And I appreciate everybody for the support that I've been getting on this channel. At some point, I'll go into a history of why I created this YouTube channel a few years ago. But we're not going to do that right now. Maybe once I hit 2,000 subscribers, maybe I'll do like a little, explanation video as to my motivation behind this YouTube channel. And I do have a second YouTube channel. That second YouTube channel is mostly for sports gaming like FIFA and Madden, but since I've started this series, that channel does not get much love. It's hard enough doing this channel, and I really don't have the time to do the other channel as much as I'd like. But if you're into humorous sports gaming videos, then check out my other channel. It is the Overly Gaming Project. I'm sure there's a link somewhere on this channel. Alright, what is that in the water down there? Is that one of my bales? Did one of my bales roll into this creek thing? Look at this. It did. That's a bale in there. One of the bales from the farm rolled all the way across the street through this field, and oh my God, how are we gonna get that out? I mean, that's money sitting right there. Oh boy. We're gonna have to figure out a way to get that bale out. There's another one that rolled all the way behind the greenhouses over there. Sheesh. It's one advantage of having square bales versus round bales. The square bales don't roll. Now, I'll tell you what, eventually if our grass empire gets really big and we have the money, I'd love to buy a square baler. I'd love to buy one that has a silage additive into it, because at that point it's a little bit quicker process turning the grass into silage. All right, the contract is finished. Now my question is, can we go get that bale out of the water? And where was it? All right, I see it. It's right down here. Are we going to be able to get it out without losing our tractor? Tell you what, let's drop off the bale wrapper. I wonder if it's shallow enough. It looks shallow. Can we drive the tractor in here? Oh boy, I don't think this is a good idea. We might end up losing our tractor. Yep, we're gonna lose the tractor. There's no way we can get that bale out of there. Oh, we are playing with fire right here. Oh boy, nope. Nope. You know what? I've got an idea. After we unload the bale with the auto bale trailer, I bet we could back that trailer in there and it'll suck it up from the bottom of the water. Oh, I tell you what, if that works, then, I mean, you gotta put a like on this video if that works. And you know what else you gotta do? Oh my God, I'm running over the bale wrapper. You gotta subscribe to the channel. And you gotta do all the other stuff that you're supposed to do. Like it, share it, comment on it, show it to your family and friends. Say, hey, this guy's a genius. He got a bale of grass out from the bottom of the river. Yeah, as you can see, driving up behind the greenhouses, there's a bale stuck right over there that rolled down this hill. All right, we're just gonna drop off the bale wrapper right here. It's pretty difficult to back it in that spot up there. And tell you what, let's go check on our bales. Let's see what the percentage is. It might be time to go sell them. Who knows? Oh, look at this. It has turned into silage, and that is awesome. And judging by that, I would imagine that all of the other bales have turned into silage at this point. Let's go ahead and strap on the trailer of bales here, and let's take it to the farmer's market. Let's sell off this silage. Let's see how much money we can get. All right, first things first, let's collect our $5,000 from that contract. We do have a new deadwood contract. It's only $750. We're gonna skip that one. And we do have a mowing contract for $5,700. Field number 11. Oh, we also have a plowing contract for $5,200. These two contracts we're definitely going to do. So let's go ahead and accept those now. All right, we're going to go ahead and accept them. There's the mowing contract. And let's get this plowing contract too. Why not? All right, taking the silage bales to the farmer's market. Honestly, we got to check first to make sure that's the best place to take them. Farmer's market 363. So the biogas plant looks like it's the best place to take them, but it's only like $12 more per bale. Or I don't know, per 1,000 liters, whatever it is. It's not that much of a difference, and we don't feel like driving all the way across the map, so we're just going to take these to the farmer's market. Hopefully it's going to bring us a nice chunk of change. All right, here we go. Time to unload. Let's see what our payout's going to be. There we go. We got two bales. It was $34,679, but we got two bales, and they fell off the back. Here, let's go ahead and see if we can't pop those back up. Yep, there we go. God, I love this auto load trailer, honestly. Bam, there we go. $2,667 for those two bales. Now let's go ahead back to the farm. Let's collect all of the rest of the bales, and we are going to be rolling in the dough. All right, I think we picked up all the bales. Now let's go ahead over here. Let's try to pick up the one bale that was left in the river here. And let's see if our genius works.
Many months later.
Nope, I can't do it. We're gonna leave it. Our idea was great in theory, but execution, it's pretty difficult to accomplish. So, well, we have one lost bale swept away by the river. And you know what? It's not a bad thing. Hopefully it'll get caught up in that tugboat and barge and bust up the engine, maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. All right, coming up to the farmer's market. Let's go ahead and sell all these silage bales. This is going to be great. Bam, all the bales are gone. $33,348. The silage has been sold in its entirety. Our bank account now $228,000. And that is absolutely unbelievable. Let's go back to the farm. I tell you what, we are going to make a nice big purchase right now. We are going to purchase the spinnery. And I can't believe it's happening. We're in episode number 22, and we have started a production chain, and that is awesome. All right, let's go ahead and park our trailer back over here. And we do have some contracts. We have a mowing contract, and I can't remember what the other one was, but it was a plowing contract. That's going to be exciting. We'll grab our plow. And we're also going to drop off our front loader because we're going to need our mowers eventually. There we go, unhooking the front loader. I mean, perhaps we could put the front mower on and we could do both of these contracts just with the front mower, but it doesn't seem that efficient. So we'll have to do them one at a time and come back to the farm in between. But let's drive over to our sheep and let's go ahead and buy that spinnery. Now the question is, once we buy the spinnery, is it automatically going to transport our wool into the spinnery? Or are we going to have to manually drive it over there? Man, how exciting is this? We are buying the spinnery. Let's go ahead and visit the spinnery. Bam, here we go. And would you look at this? This is going to be our building, our cool building, Wool World. Even got a little sheep up on the sign. And this is a major accomplishment here in the series. Absolutely awesome. $180,000. Money well spent. Here we go. Ba-bam! The building has been purchased. How exciting is this? We now own the spinnery. We have $48,000 left in our bank account, and this is awesome. All right, now we can go into our owned production plants. We can go to the spinnery. We got cotton and wool. Let's go down to wool, and let's change the output mode. Do we want to distribute? No, storing. Do we want to store it? I don't know whether we want to store it or distribute. I think if you distribute it, it means that it turns it into fabric, and the fabric immediately goes to the tailor shop. I don't think this automatically takes the wool from your farm. Yeah, we're going to keep it at storing right now, but this just means that we can hop back over here to the tractor. We can take our wool pallets, and we're going to drive them over to the spinnery. And that is going to require a trailer and the pallet fork. So I tell you what, let's go ahead and complete this plowing job. Let's see where it is. Yeah, plowing job looks like it's field number 52. Let's drive down to field number 52. We'll do the plowing job, and then we will come back and we will take our wool to the spinnery. All right, well, the plowing contract is finished. I mean, it's not finished. There's still some unplowed ground, but that's the way the game wants it. So technically, it's finished. We're gonna head back to the farm. We're gonna grab our mowers. We're gonna go do that mowing contract. And then the only other thing left to do in this episode would be to take the wool to the spinnery. That's the last thing that we're gonna do here in the episode. We're going to still have $50,000 in the bank, and we can decide what to do with that. Do we hold on to it and save up for some more sheep? I mean, I feel like the smart thing to do would be to just keep buying a ton of sheep, and that way our wool production would be amazing. But let me know in the comments down below, should we just focus on sheep and wool right now? We'll still do some contracts. We might have to try and expand our farm still a little bit just to get more like greenhouses, maybe another field of grass. I don't know, something that's going to just keep making us a ton of money. And I tell you what, we're going to put our plow over here because I don't know where else to put it, honestly, and I think this is a great spot for it. All right, there we go. The plow is down. Let's go grab those mowers. All right, mowers are on. Going to the mowing contract. Gonna mow that field. It's not gonna take us very long. It's field number 11, and I don't remember field number 11 being huge. Ah, yes, here it is, the old field number 11. Let's go ahead and lower down these mowers and let's get to mowing. All right, there we go. The mowing contract is complete. Even though we left grass in the field, that's fine. That's what the game wants to do. It's what the game wants to do. And we're not going to stand in its way. That would be silly. All right, let's head back to the farm. We're going to drop the mowers off, pick up the trailer, pick up the wool, take it to the spinnery, drop it off. Man, super exciting time here on the farm. All right, here we go. Picking up the wool pallets. We're going to put them on the trailer, take them to the spinnery. Oh, geez, look out. And one thing that we have to do, oh boy. Okay, all right, come on. Here we go. Don't get stuck. One thing that we have to do, I've noticed that the trailer and the mowers and the equipment that we've been using is pretty dirty. So at some point we're going to have to take all the equipment and wash it. And we'll probably do that in between episodes, unless you want to see it. I just don't know how exciting it is to watch vehicles being washed. All right, pallet number 2. Plop this right here on the trailer. Here we go. All right, we got room for one more pallet. Let's go ahead and pick it up, plop it on there. All right, third pallet going right on there. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and hook this trailer up. Going to strap this wool down, take this wool to the spinnery, and then we'll take a look to see if there's anything else we have to do for the spinnery. Let's close that flap and away we go. Now, if we remember correctly, the spinnery is up past the farmer's market. And let's see if we can't find it on our own without having to expand the map. And this is 3 full pallets of wood, 3,000, wool, not wood. It's 3,000 liters of wool. If we sold it, it would probably get us about $9,000. So we are foregoing that profit, but I think this is a much better plan to have a production chain started. And we can see the light at the end of the tunnel here in Riverbend Springs. And you can see the wool world right there up on that little hill on the right side of the street. It's the red building, and that's where people come to get their fabric. Wool world. And it is step 1 in the production chain of the Tailor Shop, which is what we need to complete this series. And I don't know how much longer it's going to take us. We got to save up probably $280,000 to buy the Tailor Shop. And we got to get that functioning. I think we're going to drop off the wool right here. Pretty sure. Or maybe over here. Let's try and put it over here and see what happens. There it is. Bam. The wool is now in the spinnery. Let's take a look. 3,000 liters of wool in there. This thing holds 45,000 liters of wool. Damn. And right now it is storing, so it's going to start fabric production. Hopefully we're doing this right and there's nothing else we need to do. Just keep stuffing wool in there. And that is pretty cool. It is 5:51 here, day 2 in September. I don't think there's anything else for us to do on the farm. Our bank account, $48,428,000. We have to collect the money from the contracts that we just did. Let's go ahead and collect that money. Bam, there we go. $59,453. That is awesome. We need about another $50,000 or so in order to start thinking about some more sheep, maybe even a little bit more than that. So maybe one more cycle of grass and lettuce and wood, planks and goat milk and all those things, and we'll be able to then expand and have more sheep so that we can get wool into the spinnery faster. And then once that fabric starts popping out, we can sell the fabric. And I'm not really sure what fabric sells for. We can check on the prices as soon as we get back to the farm. And I think that is going to be it for this episode. I mean, almost 6 o'clock in the evening here. Day number 2 in September. And what a great day it's been. We made a lot of money. We spent a lot of money. and good things are happening for us here. We've got the goats, the sheep, the lettuce, the grass. Everything is going right for us. Let's go ahead and park this little trailer back here behind the greenhouse. All right, we'll just leave it right here. And that is absolutely perfect. At some point, we're going to think about replacing our tractor, upgrading it. We do have to wash all the vehicles. We'll probably do that in between this episode and the next episode. I mean, while we're in here, let's check on the price of fabric. I mean, fabric sells for, $10,000, $16,000 in April. Man, we're gonna make a lot of money here, I have a feeling. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with us in the episode. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification, hit the like button, leave your comments, do all the things you got to do. I mean, you know what you got to do. Just go ahead and do it. What the hell are you waiting for? And most importantly, thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. We're going to come back in the next episode. It's going to be the month of October. We're going to have a lot more work to do, contracts, money to be made, and man, we're going to do it all in the next video.